Hello and welcome to Clearview News Desk. We're reaching you live from Nigeria's capital city, Abuja. I am Gloria Atta. Welcome. The U.S. Embassy in Nigeria has reacted to complaints about the discreet revocation of visas belonging to some Nigerians with or without any explanation or opportunity for appeal. A spokesperson for the embassy in Lagos said that the action was part of President Donald Trump's moves to secure the American people.
The visa cancellation by the U.S. Embassy has gone beyond rumors or speculations, as dozens of affected Nigerians, professionals, entrepreneurs, and frequent travelers received formal letters instructing them to submit their passports at the U.S. consulate in Lagos or Abuja, only to have their visas unceremoniously cancelled. Some travelers expressed shock after discovering that their visas had been quietly invalidated just when they had arrived at the airport or even at the boarding gates. Former spokesman of the Nigerian National Petroleum Company Limited, NNPC, Olufemi Shoneye, had earlier raised the alarm in a widely circulated piece last week. However, the U.S. Embassy spokesperson, while reacting to the public outcry in Lagos, said that the action was part of President Donald Trump's moves to secure the American people, noting that the increased vetting includes all of the more than 55 million foreigners with valid U.S. visas and not just Nigerians. The embassy maintained that the visas were being cancelled in cases where a foreign visitor, including foreign students, overstays their lawful period of admission, engages in criminal activities, or provides material support to a terrorist organization. The embassy noted that the consular offices holds the right to cancel visas at any time, especially when there is suspicion that the rules were flouted. Abiola Alafe, reporting for Clearview News.
The Nigerian government is once again turning to the World Bank for financial support, this time seeking a fresh loan of $1.75 billion. According to Special Advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Onanuga, the loan request is part of ongoing efforts to stabilize Nigeria's struggling economy, tackle budget shortfalls, and fund key development projects. The new facility, if approved, will add to Nigeria's growing debt profile, which has already sparked debates about sustainability and long-term repayment risks. For government, the funds are seen as crucial to cushioning the impact of rising inflation, weak revenue generation, and the biting cost of living. But critics argue that frequent borrowing could mortgage the country's future and place additional pressure on public finances. Meanwhile, the negotiations with the World Bank are still underway. However, the outcome will once again shape the conversation about how Nigeria manages its economy in the face of mounting challenges. The Kaduna State Police Command has formally invited a former governor of Kaduna State, Nasir El-Rufai, along with 6 senior members of the African Democratic Congress for questioning over allegations relating to criminal conspiracy, incitement of public disturbance, mischief, and causing grievous hurt. The individuals listed in the letter include Nasir El-Rufai, Bashir Saidu, Jafaru Sani, Ubaidullah Muhammad, also known as 30, Nasiru Meikano, Aminu Abita, and Ahmed Rufai Husseini. The sudden crackdown comes amid an already fraught political climate and last week's disruption of the inauguration of the Transition Committee meeting of the ADC, where suspected thugs stormed the venue, injuring several attendees and causing extensive property damage, all in the presence of police officers who were accused of inaction. The police emphasized that the invitation forms part of ongoing efforts to preserve law and public order. Now, Governor Umaru Muhammad Bago-led Niger state government has directed clerics to obtain a license before they can preach publicly. Director General of the Niger State Religious Affairs, Umar Farouk, disclosed this in an interview with journalists, adding that the government has also banned public preaching. He further said that preachers are required to obtain forms from the agency, after which they will face a screening panel before being cleared to preach. Reacting to the directive, Chief Imam of the Federal University of Technology, Minna, Bashir Yankuzo, said the government cannot stop preaching but can regulate it where security is threatened. However, Raphael Okpawoye, Secretary of the Christian Association of Nigeria, CAN, in Niger State, said the group was not aware of the directive. It was high drama in Tanzania as football action was brought to an unexpected halt, not by injury or weather, but by a swarm of bees. The incident happened in the 77th minute of play when the insects descended onto the pitch, sending players, referees, and even some fans scrambling for cover. Footage from the stadium showed both teams lying flat on the ground and others dashing off the field as the buzzing intruders took center stage. Moments later, after calm was restored and safety assured, the match eventually resumed, but not without leaving spectators in shock and laughter at the rare interruption. It is not the first time nature has disrupted sporting events, but for fans in Tanzania, this was certainly a match to remember, where football met the unexpected sting of bees. And that's the news. You can follow up on latest events and happenings around you via our social media platforms on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube at Clearview News Desk, or via our handle on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Clearview Online. Many thanks for watching. I am Gloria Atta. Bye for now.